Okay, so far, not too many people have attempted numbers 5 and number 6. And those of you that have, I don't understand what you're doing. Like it's very difficult to follow the mathematics that you're trying to do. So here's how you should do number 5 to get full credit. Um, what's going on is some of you are using equal signs in an incorrect manner, and it makes me feel like you don't understand what's going on. You're just trying to memorize what's going on here. So here's the way I would do this. I would use maybe some words. So since y is equal to log 3 of x, then 3 to the y is equal to is equal to f of x. Okay, so that's just the translation. Remember that in these problems, this is the base, and that y is the power, and then whatever is inside the log, that is going to be, so whatever's inside the log is kind of like the answer. Okay, so that's first of all, that's the first thing I would do, just to make it easier, just so that I understand what you're doing. Now, maybe say something like taking natural logs of both sides, we get the natural log of 3y equals the natural log of f of x. Now here you're trying to prove stuff. So here is the place where you can use arrows to say that the next step, so that's what the arrow means, by the way, it's the next step. It doesn't mean equals. The next step in your work, in your proof, would be to bring down the y. So y times natural log of 3 is equal to natural log of f of x. Okay. We now take derivatives of both sides. Again, some of your work, some of the people whose work I'm reading, I'm not understanding what's going on. But now we take derivatives of both sides and get y prime times the natural log of 3. The natural log of 3 is a constant. And here I use my log rule, 1 over f of x, and the chain rule, the derivative of the inside. Okay. And then again, the arrow, y prime. And now you divide both sides by a natural log of 3, and so you can just divide by it. You don't have to actually show that you divided both sides unless it helps you. But then there it is. And I was able to show what I was being asked to show. Notice that my answer that I have here, notice that it matches exactly what was written, except I use y prime instead of dy dx. Okay, so that's the way I would do 5, is to make it clear why it is that we're doing what it is that we're doing. And then for number 6, I would start the same way. So since y equals 5 to the f of x, then the natural log of y is equal to the natural log of 5 f of x. Here I'm going to keep the equal sign because I'm just going to drop both sides like that. Taking derivatives of both sides, we get, so on the left you get the log rule, 1 over y times y prime. That's in essence the same thing I did over here. Yeah, same thing I did over there. And here, the natural log of 5 is a constant, so you just take the derivative of f. And now you just solve for y. So again, you can use the arrows because it's the next step. And so that would be y times f prime of x natural log of 5. But of course, y is 5 to the f of x. Notice here I use an equal sign because these are exactly the same. It's not my next step, it's actually equal to that. And you're done. And that is exactly what I wanted to show. My natural log of 5 is in a weird spot, in a different spot, but it's okay. This would have been enough. So again, they're not supposed to be too long, but the way you write it does affect what I understand. Like I said, some of you, I just didn't understand what you were trying to do, and it looked like you were confused. And so just write it as clearly as you can, and then it'll be easier to get points for this.